Hello friends, welcome to Xenia Coding Web Development Platform. In today's session, we are going to learn a new topic of Three.js, which is an inbuilt function of JavaScript. As we know, under the JavaScript, we have so many inbuilt function, so many library also. Under this, we are going to learn a Three.js, which is specially used for graphical basis, and we may have explained with a simple example so that we can able to understand the concept and the benefit of Three.js. In today's session, we are going to create a spinning cube where we are going to use the concept of Three.js. So first, on my HTML part, let it be my under the I'm going to start with my tag of HTML. Under the head, I'm not going to use any maybe any style part, so I'm just deleting this one. I'm going to use a meta cache set, which is equivalent to UTF-8. So this is not mandate. If required, you can use, or else you can skip this function. So next, I'm going to use the title of, that is my first Three.js. This is the first example under the JavaScript of JS part we are going to discuss. For my class, I'm just making as a title. So now I'm closing this JS part. Next, I'm going to use a style. So under the style, I'm going to create the body margin. So where my body margin is 0. So next I'm closing this part. So my styling part is over. So under the body part, I'm going to use a 3s part, 3s functions, and I'm not going to use any HTML part in this. So purely I'm going to explain with a simple simple Three.js part. So where I'm going to make a script source, which is equivalent to js/3.js. So next I'm closing this scripting part. So we have to keep in remember when we are creating this scene, actually, as I mentioned, we are going to create a 3D dimensional of a cube basis where it rotate on either side, like x-axis or y-axis, or it can be rotate on either side. Okay. For this, under the Three.js concept, we need and we are going to use three things. One is scene, second is camera, and third one is renderer. Okay. We have to keep in remember that renderer, it's used to combine the scene with the camera. Okay, so let me explain. So I'm just using under the script part. So under the script part, I'm going to use I'm going to open the script where the JS part is going to process. So since the cube should be, I'm making the scene, which is all like a inbuilt functions or inbuilt variable which we have to declare over here. I'm making a new 3, maybe you can better, it could be the capital 3.c. You can able to see which we are created the local variable. I'm just closing this function. Next, I'm making the constant camera. So this camera, it is nothing but where it makes a new, under this I'm making as 3, where I'm going to use a perspective. Let me explain what it actually do. Perspective camera. So I'm going to access 75, window dot inner width slash. So I'm going to use, for the cube, you might know it has some width and height. For this, I'm going to use this window dot inner height. So next I'm going to declare with their value of 0.1 comma 1000. So next I'm going to use the thing of the important one, that is constant renderer. So for this I'm going to declare the function as new 3 dot WebGL renderer. So this WebGL renderer, it is nothing but where it is purely useful for making the line, plot or triangle. This is quite different from the 3JS. You have to keep in remember, to activate the line or cube or a triangle or any this kind of a shape, to activate this we have to use this WebGL renderer. You may notice on the right hand side it have some uncaught error of 3 is not defined. Here the 3 is nothing but the scene camera renderer. So this is due to we didn't activate the scene camera renderer in my Xenier platform. To process this, I'm using this link. So I'm just maybe deleting this part. I'm just adding. So this link is nothing but where it activates the scene camera and renderer in our Xenier platform. I can give this particular link in below description. You can utilize it. Once if we are copied in the HTML part alone, it will be working. Otherwise, it won't work. So I hope in the scripting source we have used the respective link of CDNJS, and where I used the integrity. Under the integrity, I have done the cross origin, which is anonymous, and next I have done the refer policy, which is no reference. I have been closed this particular script. Similarly, I have done for the other two things, which I can able to mention below, so that it gives a clear idea. So next we need to identify, that is, so under the constant renderer we have used the new 3 WebGL, this particular function we need to close this. Okay, so I can explain you what are all these things and why we are using over here. Okay, so next I am going to use renderer dot set size Under this, I'm going to use window dot inner width, comma window dot inner height. So next I'm going to append in this one. For this I'm going to use document dot body dot abandoned child renderer So I'm going to use DOM element. So next I'm going to use the constant geometry, where geometry it is nothing but it is normally represent the axis or dimension. We have to represent for the 3-dimension basis. Since for the cube it have the dimension like as x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. For this I'm going to use under the JS part of geometry. So I'm going to use, since it is a new one, new space 3 dot box geometry. Okay, so next I'm going to use constant material, which is equivalent to new 3 dot mesh basic material. Under this I'm going to use a color. For the cube I'm using the color which is of blue color. So I'm going to use a 0x. It is your choice, you can use any color. I'm using this part. So next I'm going to use a constant cube, which is equivalent to new dot new 3 dot mesh basic material. Maybe under the cube material we have done the three mesh material. So under the cube basis I can use new 3 dot mesh. Instead of basic material I can use my geometry, and I'm going to use the material. So under the material it need to add the scene dot, it should add my cube. So this particular things is added over here. So next I need to choose a position. For this I'm using the camera position dot z is equivalent to 5, and next it want to rotate. To rotate this I'm going to use the inbuilt function of constant animate, where it rotate on all sides, and I'm processing the function over here, which is I'm going to request the animation frame. So under the animation frame I'm going to process the animate. So it's going to animate my cube, and I'm going to fix the rotation for x-axis and y-axis dot x plus, which is equivalent to 0.01. Similarly I'm going to process for cube dot rotation, which is dot y plus is equivalent to 0.01. So next I'm going to process the function to be call of renderer dot render, where it you to process my scene and camera. So next it want to process my animate. So it need to call the function of animate. So we have done the simple 3JS part. Let me recollect and let me see the output over here. So you can able to see on my right hand side, either I can expand this. The particular cube is rotating on X and Y axis basis. Just we can go through the coding part. See, I have declared my meta-char set. Next I have used my title. After this I have used my styling part. So to activate my script.js, I have used the respective URL from CDN.js for the 3 thing. Next, after this I have used the constant scene, where I have used the function or variable as new 3 scene functions. So next I have used the constant camera, where I have used new 3 dot perspective camera. Okay, let me explain this 2 part to understand this. So we have used the few different cameras in Three.js, that is perspective camera. So the first attribute is field of view. So under this, what the field have to use, that we have used over here. The next is nothing but the extent of the scene that is seen on the display at any given moment. Okay, so the value is nothing but it is a degree. So here the 75 represent the degree. Okay, so the second one is aspect ratio, which we want to use the width and by the height. So under what ratios they have to divide it. Okay, if required you can cross check or change over here. Here I have mentioned 0.1 and 1000. No, instead of 0. or 1000 you can use any value where it divides the width by height. Okay, so the next 2 attribute is nothing but near and far of clipping plane. It means that when whatever the object, it is farther away from the camera than the value of far or closer to the near. Okay, so next up we have used the term of renderer. This is nothing but where the magic actually happens. In addition, we have also used the WebGL renderer, where it comes with a fallback of for the user, and of course it requires some support to execute this part. Okay, so in addition we are also created the renderer set size, where it want to render our app. Okay, so it is very good idea to use the width and height where the area we want to fill with our app. Okay, so in this case, to perform this one, we have used the set size with the smaller values like window.inner width, window.inner height. Okay, so if we are using the on the quarter basis, no, let me check. I'm using here by 2, comma, you can able to see the difference. So where I have done the quarter basis, for according to that it is reacting their output. Okay, so next we have used the term of box geometry, where this box geometry, it is nothing but it represents a object contains points like vertices, faces of the cube, and maybe we can see on this particular thing on future basis. Okay, so next we have used the several material, but we will stick with the mesh basic material. It is nothing but where it takes an object of properties which will be applied to them. For example, I have used some colors over here. No, that particular material, if we want to use in the sense, we have to use a function as mesh basic material. So the third thing is we have used the mesh, which is nothing but this is an object that takes a geometry and applies to the material which we want to insert to our scene and move freely around. Okay, by default we have used the scene.add function, which will be added to the coordinates of like x, y, z, which contains of 0, 0, 0. Okay, so next we are going to use rendering the scene. To render the scene, maybe you may have a question why I have used the z over here. I am just changing y. You can able to see there is no output, and changing here as is x. Here also definitely the output is not reflecting. Now I am adding the function of, the axis of z. So since it processes through on 3-dimension basis. Z, it actually mentions on it is a 3 basis of x, y, z. That is what we have used over here of z. So maybe why we want to use 2 in the sense, instead of 2 I'm using the 1. You can able to see the cube size is very high. So now I'm changing as 4. You can able to see the cube size is very small come from the camera. So from the camera point of view, it takes a position, it takes a value, whatever they mentioned over here. Let it be 2, so it looks good for me. So next, on the continuation, we have used the function of animated loop, where it creates the loop that causes the render to draw the scene every time is refreshed. And yes, of course, if we want to animate the cube, we have used the rotation. No, instead of the rotation, I'm using 5. You can able to see it rotate very fast compared to the previous. So similarly, you can change on the y-axis. So I hope you have understood the concept of 3JS, where we have learned the new terms like scene, camera, renderer, geometry, material, etc. So we can see the continuation of this higher part and higher programs of 3JS on upcoming. So until then, thank you so much. Thank you for your support.